Oh, pardon me. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am gonna do a fruit mukbang today. It's a strange time of day. It's 2:14 a.m. I just was hungry all night and I wanted some sugar and I've been craving, and so I was like, maybe I'll have some fruit. I know it's late and all that, but I was like, I can't sleep, so I have my sweat rag. I need one of these all the time these days. So I got some nice watermelon. Also, I have some other fruit, but I don't know what I'll eat. It was just like a snack and I just grabbed a bunch of stuff. So some passion fruit, kiwi fruit, mango, and nectarine. So yummy. They're pretty good mangoes actually. They're not bold mangoes, but they're all good mangoes this week. I was happy with them. Just put the juice straight down my shirt. Great start. So I don't even know what to talk about. It's so late. I don't even know why I'm up at this time of night, to be honest. I can't sleep some nights these days. I don't know if it's like the lack of nibbly yummy stuff at night that I'm eating, because I've really cut almost all my sugar out of my diet. So like, I know, like I get a bit of a sugar craving at night sometimes, so hit the fruit. It's real good. Yeah, so my weigh-in's tomorrow. Hopefully I've lost weight, but we'll see. I don't really know. I've been sore all week. I don't know if it's been longer than a week actually. I've been sore. I don't know if this might be something other vegans or people who have transitioned into veganism or whatever would know, but if I don't know, I've been getting these really weird cramps in my, especially just this one side, especially this one leg, and my arm and my muscle. Like it's like deep muscle cramps, and I've never ever had cramps before, but since being vegan, and especially like the last few weeks, like where I'm like, yeah, like the last few weeks, I'm just really feeling these cramps, and they're just really weird. So I don't know if I'm lacking something. I thought maybe you guys will know. So if you know, let me know. Yeah, so I plan to go to the doctor and get a blood test and all that kind of stuff, but I don't know if I can, like I want to go out, and I plan to go out, and you know, it's always that but going out, I don't know, like I don't know, like I think I can make it down the steps now. Like I'm pretty sure I could. Like my legs are feeling a lot stronger. I could probably get down there, but there's the fear of like, what if I fall over? I can't get back up on my own. What if I don't know, there's just, I don't know, like I've been in my house for so long now, it's like I don't know, like it's hard to explain. I want some of this nectarine. Yeah, so I haven't actually gone out yet. I really want to, and that, but I think I've just got to get over the whole, I know, I've just got to do it, because then I'll, you know, once I've done it, I'll realize it's not as bad and not as scary and not as, it's not even that it's scary, it's that I don't know, I hate being judged, and it's just, And I know everyone does it, and I know it's a fact of life, and yada yada yada. Like, I know all that, but it just annoys me because people look down on me because of my body, and it annoys me. I should be treated like everyone else and not different because of, you know, like, yeah, I can't do as much, whatever, but I'm still a person. I still have, you know, a thought and a mind and a feelings, and, you know, all the same things that everyone else has. You know, people all shapes and sizes have the same feelings, the same this, the same that. But I know, I still have the whole, you know, like, I don't want to be judged thing, and as well the fear of falling over, the fear of not being able to get back up. They're just something I'm working on. I will get out of the house in the next few weeks. Just wait and see. I am not buying a Christmas tree until I go and buy it. So I'll probably not have a Christmas tree this year if I don't go and get one, because I refuse to. I'm not gonna let anyone else buy it. I'm gonna make myself do it. I've got to do it. And I mean, Christmas is coming. How many weeks is it? It's like, what's the date? 12th? No. 10th? No. What's the date? 10th? 12th? 10th? The 10th. 10th. What day is Christmas? It's like 24th, 25th, 26th? I don't know. Is it the same day every year? That's how much I pay attention. I don't pay much bloody attention, do I? Oh, this is so good. Look at it. It's like juicy and I didn't know what I was talking about. Oh well. Yeah, hopefully you guys can hear me alright, because I have my new camera and I got a microphone with it. It's the microphone was a Rode something Go mic. It's a Go one, so not the Pro but the Go. It wouldn't work on my camera. I don't know why. It just didn't work. So I'm using the camera's microphone, so hopefully it even works. So, and I'm a bit quieter tonight because it is 2:22 a.m. Yum. Oh, I remember why I ate watermelon first. Yeah, so you gotta always eat your watermelon first, because otherwise it tastes bad if you eat like some of the sweeter fruit before it, because it has like a really bland watery taste. I remember now, so I gotta eat this first. It's good for winter. I mean, winter. Winter. I wish. Oh. Good for summer. Watermelon's great for summer. Me and my dodgy cutting up skills. Oh well. Yeah, something else other than my leg cramps I've been getting is memory loss. I mean, I always have bad memory anyway, like really bad memory. But I'll tell you, this is, I'm actually going to probably go see a doctor about this as well, because my memory is, I'm almost thinking, geez, am I getting Alzheimer's or whatever it's called? Because I tell you, I keep forgetting everything, like, and it's literally only the last like month and a half, 2 months that it's really bad, and I've been proper vegan for that long, so maybe, I don't know, maybe that's, I don't know, you know, like, maybe it's contributing to helping it, I don't know. It doesn't seem like you would think that getting, you know, all your vitamins and minerals and all the good stuff that you know, all the best stuff you'd be getting from all your fruit and vegetables and grains and legumes and all that kind of, you would expect to be getting basically everything, you know, from all those type of things. Well, I would expect that, but I don't know. Oh dear. Oh. Yeah, so my mind's gone to crap lately. I mean, look at me, I'm up at 2 something a.m. eating watermelon. And actually, I don't even know what day of week it is. I think it's like, hang on, I've got it. I don't even have it on my thing. I've got like a thing just there. I don't even know what day it's like Saturday, no, Sunday, Monday. Oh no, I weigh in every Saturday, so it must be Friday. It must be Friday night, huh? Well, look what I'm doing Friday night. Actually, it's Saturday now, not Friday night. Best watermelon ever. I actually only buy the seedless ones. I mean, they have little white seeds which I eat, but the other ones have better flavour, but like the ones with seeds. But I like the convenience of not having to pick the seeds out. I'm lazy, so. And actually also, I don't really see the seeded ones around as much anymore. Like, it's like kind of taken over by the seedless variety, almost like in like supermarkets and all that around here. I just can't get over how good it is. It's like pure gushing pop of I don't know, it's like and you like slap it, when you slap it, it's like so good. I wish you guys could taste it, because I don't think of what to talk about, but trying to talk with my mouth full, and that's terrible. I kind of let myself go a little bit when it's like really late. I'm not used to being up this late. Well, kind of. Depends what I feel like. Sometimes I can't sleep. Like when you're big, I don't know about any other big people, but for me, the bigger I got, the more it was hard to sleep. Like I lay down and all my like stomach kind of pushes up on my chest and I can't breathe. So, but it might be just me. Oh, pardon me. My drink. Nice fresh water. Yeah, so I've been hobbling around like an old grandma all week with my muscles hurting, my bones hurting, and I'm all stiff and sore in the heat. My face is all really, really sore, like on my skin. That's why I've usually carried around a towel or something with me, but I've changed to a pair of my I gotta show you a pair of my pants. I changed to that because it's softer fabric on my face, because the towel was like almost chafing on my face. It's just summer, it's just so hot. Oh, there's a bug flying around. Probably because my room's the only room in the house that has a light on at the moment, so only thing that's around the house probably is cruising this way. In Australia, we have lots of bugs. Spilling it down my shirt. I was gonna say something, but I got nothing. Oh yeah, my nan, she's just got diagnosed with cancer. Again, well, she's had like lots of cancers over the years, but it's in her bowel, so I think they like chopped it out or whatever the other day, and she's just got out of hospital. But she's so old, she's like, I don't even know how old she is, but she's like really, really old. And I know, like, when they get really old like that, I know, like, you just, it's harder for them when they have an operation or whatever, and it worries me because I don't want to get upset, and it worries me because I could have gone down this year when Mum went down just the other day, or just a few weeks ago, but I just knew that I couldn't do it. Like, I knew that I probably couldn't get down the steps, and say I got down the steps sitting in a car all the way to New South Wales from Queensland. It's like, I don't know, like 20-hour drive or something ridiculous like that, all up when you're, yeah, it's just, maybe it's like 12 or 15, I don't know, I don't even know. It's a lot. It's really, really far. It's so far. And my legs, last time I went, well, when I went to the Gemfields, to actually, the first time I'd seen Nana in a few years was I went to the Gemfields. They have like a holiday there or whatever home there, or like a second, they used to live half their half at their other house, and like they'd go and gem hunt and stuff like that for part of the year. And so I went out there, I think it was last year, and for like the whole trip out there I was in so much pain, and the whole time I was there all I could do was sit on the rock outside because there was no chairs that could hold my weight, like, you know, there was none at all. But they have like this massive rock, big flat rock that they use. It was like a coffee table kind of rock, and I made that my like sitting spot. So I just like sat up on the rock with like my legs up on, my grandfather had some water barrels, and I like lined them all up for my legs, and I pretty much just sat there the whole time that I was there. I was only like there for like 3 days or whatever, or 4 days. But I mean, it was so good being like seeing Nana, because I'm Nana's favourite, and it feels good to say that because I'm not anyone's favourite, and I was her and Nana's favourite, and I've been Nana's favourite, and I always, like, all my life I've always tried to be like the good kid, the you know, I've tried to prove myself, I've tried to be better in life and do better in life, and I've just tried really hard and always seem to fuck it up somehow. And no matter what, Nana was always there, and she always she didn't judge me. She didn't, you know, like, even though she knew that I was a horror when I was younger, you know, like because I mean, I had a lot of problems growing up, and all through my childhood and teen years, and Nana, you know, still always said Brooke's my favourite, and like, just, I know, I always felt really close to her and everything, and it scares me that I won't get to see her again, and I hope I do, because, you know, yeah, I hope I do. So, okay, I'm just gonna go wipe my face and I'll just start it again. So it's been pretty stressful, like, all around, like, for the week, in regards to that. Like, I try not to think about stuff like that because it's upsetting, but, you know, like, it's upsetting, you don't want to think about it, you know. And also Nana's brother, last week died, and then a couple of weeks ago my cousin passed away of cancer as well. So I don't know, like, it's really, really upsetting, and like everyone around me is really like Mum gets upset and she tries to talk to me about it, and I close down, and I hate that I do it. I start shutting down, and I just have to say I just don't want to talk about it, and I usually just walk off and say I just don't, I can't, or waddle off, whatever, or, you know, like, shut myself down in my chair and just say I don't want to talk about it, leave me alone, kind of thing. But because I don't want to get upset, and, like, honestly, like, it's probably the first time I've actually even felt emotion about it, because it's so easier to bury it down and just not think about it, because it's awful. So on to more whatevers. I want to talk about some other stuff, but I don't really remember what. I had some questions I want to answer, because heaps of people have been asking questions, but I can't remember what they were. Maybe another video I'll answer some. Well, that's a downer. I was having a good old meal, and then I just got myself into a just need to calm. Oh, actually, yeah, I remember a couple of the questions again. I've had some go to my inbox and my comments and, you know, all that kind of stuff. But so the burning question on everyone's mind seems to be, why are you so fat? Why are you so fat? That is the question. Why are you so fat? Yeah, I don't know. Like, don't you think that if I knew I was so fat that I wouldn't be so fat, because I'd probably have a solution, and I'd probably be, you know, losing weight, or, you know, thin, or whatever. Like, you know, like, people do not just get this fat for no reason. Like, you know, like, there's usually a lot of reasons why someone gets to my size, and you know, and for me, there's a lot of reasons. There's no one reason why I am like I am. I mean, there is so many reasons. Like, I could just go on and on. Like, okay, so let's try. Let's just try. Okay, so, oh, pardon me. I'm like all funny in my stomach from the watermelon. Okay, so first of all, I had a lot of mental distress when I was growing up. When I was in primary school age, specifically, there was a certain person in my life that really caused me a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety, a lot of mental torment, a lot of abuse, a lot of someone that was meant to protect me when I was growing up. Rather than protect me, they tormented me. I was a chubby, well, first of all, I was a thin, sickly child till I got to about 5, and then I just started getting a little bit chubbier, and then, you know, I was a chubby kid, you know. I've got photos, I might put some throughout. So going from being, you know, a sickly little kid to a chubby kid, you know, at school I didn't really get teased. I didn't really have friends until I was in about year 6. Like, I knew people, but I didn't really have close connection with other people, because even though I had like my sisters and I had, you know, like family friends and stuff like that, and the people that lived down the road where I lived, I was like a country kid, and like people, like I was very very shy. Like I sat by myself at lunch a lot of the time. Like I didn't want to be around people. I was scared of people. I don't know if it was scared. I don't know if it was, see, when I wasn't around people, like when I was myself, like I was so hyperactive and open and outspoken and confident within myself, and I had always been, but that was only within my family unit, my friends, my immediate, you know, like little circle of people that I was around. But anyone out of that, like people at school and stuff, they didn't know me. They just seen me as like I don't know, I suppose the weird country kid. Because I mean, I was weird growing up. Me and my sisters, we were probably all a bit weird. We were bush kids, pretty much bush kids. We were wild. We should have been boys. I don't know. We should have been boys. We were like wild children. And to be honest, like, you know, like, yeah, like my childhood, I'll go into it one day about my childhood, but I had a wild upbringing, and there was one particular person, actually there was a couple of people, but one particular person, and I'm not gonna name people or say who it was, because it's the past now, and although it still upsets me, it's not gonna change anything. So so this person, they believed that it would help me as a young child to tell me, oh, look at how fast you're eating, or did you even chew that food? Oh, look at the way you're eating, you just scoff that down, you know, just constantly the look at what you're doing, look at how you're eating, did you even chew that, look, you just swallowed the sandwich whole, you know, just, you know, like, and it mentally screwed with my head. And not only that, but it was like the, you know, the comments, the constant comments, the laughing, the teasing, the, you know, that telling me, oh, you're not going to live until you're 30, you're going to die just like Christy's mum or some, I don't know, I don't even know, I said someone's name, that it was just like someone's mum, that someone in our family, my family, someone when I was growing up knew this person whose name was Christy, and her mum apparently died from obesity. So like that was something that used to get thrown at me all the time, and you know, like just constantly torment. And not only that, but eating things in front of me and not letting me have it. This one thing. Okay, so there was times where he would come and he'd have a bag of chocolates. It was like he'd always have chocolates, and he'd put them right at the back of the fridge where you know, and he'd say, do not touch the chocolates. And just knowing they were there, I had to have the chocolate, and I really wanted the chocolate, and like it was a mental torment, because I knew if I touched that chocolate I was going to get a flog, and I would get, you know, flogged, like not just, you know, a little smack, I would be flogged. So like it was like this mind games of like the chocolate and I don't even think that they meant to, you know, they didn't even mean to do it. And I don't know for sure, but I don't think they even, I think that they were scarred a lot because of their childhood, which carried on to my childhood. And unfortunately, out of me and my 3 sisters, I was the one that seemed to cop the brunt of it, and I had a lot of mental problems from that, and a lot of, you know, stress, and a lot of, you know, and I did it, and I used to eat, and I'd, you know, like I'd get upset, and you know, and I know I had, and also like not only that, but I had like a fascination with food. Like I really liked eating, and like I'd go around to everyone's plate when we were like eating dinner after dinner, and I'd like eat everyone's leftover fat that they had on their plate. And you know, like I loved the fat, and I'd like beg for everyone's fat, literally, like because I really wanted it. And so there was like little things like that, like little things over the years. And then like yeah, so there was lots of little things over the years, like at Easter one year, so I always used to scoff my Easter eggs down really, really fast, and my sisters would, well, specifically my older sister, and she would hoard her eggs. She was the egg hoarder of the house or whatever, and she'd hoard them, and she'd have them for weeks after. But not only did she have them for weeks after, when she ate these eggs, she'd sit there, this is the egg, okay, she'd sit there and she'd have the egg, and she'd be like, and you know, like really rubbing it in your face, like literally like going, look at this egg, I've got this, like literally, I'm not even joking, like she knew it used to get to me, and it would torment me. And I'll tell you, one day, because I was a sickly kid as well, I was really sick as a kid. I was very sick as a kid, but we'll get into that another time. So I was a sickly kid, and I had a day off school, so I got my revenge. So what happened was, my parents, like when I was like at home, like they'd go and do their own thing, and you know, like I did my own thing type of thing, and they were nowhere to be seen. So I went into my sister's cupboard and I got her egg. It was the big giant one in the box, and has like foil on the front. So I opened it up really carefully and like pulled the whole egg out except for the little bit at the front, and like placed it real perfectly, folded the box up, ate the whole egg except for a tiny little square. Oh, it's so terrible. And I ate all the egg, and I loved it, and I didn't even feel bad, and I don't even really feel that bad now. Okay, I kind of feel bad. Not really though, like she deserved it. She tormented me with it. But like there's little things like that, like most people can like like don't, like need the Easter eggs and steal their sister's Easter eggs and stuff like that. Like I literally, like, it was a constant thing with, like, if someone had something, it was lucky that I didn't eat it. If, like, if because I literally, I can't help myself, and it's still to this day, like, and I've learned that I can't help myself, and it's one thing that I'm not proud of, but I can't just stop at one or a bite or half, or I need to have the whole lot, or I need to have some, and then I need to go back and have some more and some more and some more, and I'm not satisfied until it's all gone, and that's just something I do. So from very young, I had this person saying, no, you can't do this, you're fat, you're this, you're that, really downing me and making me, like, into a really mentally weak person. And then I had, like, I really liked food as well, so I had that. And then as I got older, I had, like, getting towards year 7 of school, like, I was fat, like I was a proper fat kid. I was definitely, like, fat. And I'd seen a picture actually the other day. I was looking back and I thought, wow, I didn't realize that I was that big at that age. So, well, I did, because I got tormented by, everyone around me. Until, though, I got to high school, and that's when my life changed a lot. Like, I went from, because I was kind of, like, at the point when I was, before I got to high school, I was out the farm still, and then my parents separated, and I was in town with Mum for a while before I went into youth housing. So I don't even know what I was saying. What was the point of what I was saying? I moved to town. What happened? Hang on, what was it? See, my memory is so bad. Let me just have a piece of watermelon and think about it. Oh, my weight. I moved to town. We really didn't have that much money to eat, bad food and stuff. We were, poor. So we didn't get treats, we didn't get anything like that. I literally was dieting the whole time. I yo-yoed all through my teenage years, literally. I got huge in my teenage years, but I literally crash dieted from, 15 and a half onwards. I literally starved myself, and I pretty much was like on the verge, if not like bulimic, and and it did take a long time to get over that. And it just so happened that when I was at my thinnest that I've ever been in my adult life, and at my sickliest, I suppose, because I had got to that point from starving myself and from vomiting and stuff like that, it was when I met my now husband. So I was 17 when I met him, by this, going on to 17, so we're about 17 now, and I was literally the thinnest I've ever been. And to get to that point, I crash dieted, and I starved myself, and it took months of trying to eat again and getting used to it again, and the smell of food would just make me hurl. And you know, for months and months I was sick, and it took me ages to get over it, and I still felt fat. I was quite thin actually, and like around size 10, size 12, I don't know, I was like 70 or 68 or 65 or 67, I don't know, like, and then I went up to 70 something, but I was pretty small, and and as soon as I started eating again, what happens when you starve yourself and start eating? I learned the hard way, because I literally gained like that. And I was also around this kind of point, like I got pregnant around, I was probably 70 kilos, I'd say. And maybe by that stage, maybe. And in my pregnancy, I went from that size to about 140 kilos in 6.5 months, because my daughter was preemie, 2.5 months preemie, and so like I really grew. Like I had preeclampsia, and I just ballooned. I literally just, I mean, I ate a lot. Like I was like, I'm eating for 2, and you know, I did, and I ate for 2, I ate for 10, you know, I was eating a lot when I was pregnant. That was the one time I've just gone, oh yeah, I'll just eat whatever I want, I can do it. And you know, like I gained a lot of weight, like a lot of weight, and I was so sick as well. So after I had my daughter, and I had a cesarean, and it was like an emergency cesarean, it was like a lot of stress. So oh yeah, the stress from my teenage years. I had a lot of stress in my teenage years too, like with mum and, you know, my sisters, and, you know, going into youth housing and then going away and like doing all this stuff, you know, like it also put a lot of stress on me, like a young person, like paying their own rent, paying their own bills, doing their own, you know, everything, and juggling what mostly, you know, usually adults do. Like it was really stressful. So like I think that affected my weight quite a bit, the stress and emotions, and I found like all these times where, you know, like I had, you know, things happen with my family, like I always seemed to, like that was when I was like gaining weight and, you know, stuff like that. So I got to the end of my pregnancy and had my daughter and all that, and I was huge. So I stayed about that size for a couple of years. Yeah, so for a few years I was dieting, feeling terrible, because I was a young mum. Oh, I just got watermelon in my tooth. I was a young mum, and trying to be the best mum I could be, and I had all this extra weight, and you know, like I was really sick for months. And not only that, but my daughter was sick, and it was like months and months. She was in hospital for a long time, months, and I was away. Like we were at Maroomba when I was pregnant, and I had to get, my mum had to come and get me, and she drove me down to Yeppoon, and that was where she lived. And then I'd go to the doctors down here, well, like down here is like kind of like the next town over. So I'd go and I'd get all the tests done, and then I'd go, and like, it was like constant back and forth. And you know, my husband was working, supporting us, and you know, mum was like coming and picking me up and driving me around. And we planned our pregnancy, but we did not expect everything to go wrong. And I tell you, everything went wrong, but we got a perfect daughter out of it, and we were so lucky. Even though she had all these medical problems, and you know, like she had a lot of issues over the years, she is perfect, and she has not one thing wrong with her. And so lucky that I'm so lucky that I have an amazing daughter, and I'm just lucky that she's here, because it was a really, really, you know, touch and go, and we're both lucky that we made it through. Literally, we were really lucky. So so I crash dieted, literally, and I didn't really lose much weight. I kind of gained, you know, some, lost some, gained some, lost some, down 20, up 20. And I was doing that really, like, I kind of, the biggest I got was probably 140, maybe 150. And that was when I went to the island. And my daughter was, I think she did year 7 and year 8. No, she was 7-year-old. So 7-year-old, 8-year-old. I don't know. We were there for 2.5 years anyway. So in that time when I went to the island, I was actually, there's some pictures I'll probably put up now of when I was going to the island. Then when I was on the island, we went like adventuring and, you know, bushwalking, and we were like really healthy people. We ate organic food and vegetables and fruit, and we did not have takeaway. There's nowhere on the island that you can get junk food, pretty much. Like, you know, there's really not, you know, like, it's a pretty good place, and there's not really that much junk, and there's no McDonald's or anything like that there. So I went from a normal kind of, you know, I personally class about 150 kilos as pretty normal. Like, yeah, it's fat, but it's not, it's still a normal size. Getting up past that, it gets unnormal, and, you know, like, it's probably not as, you know, but 150 kilos, like, 150 kilos is not really, you know, like, anyone can be 150 kilos. It doesn't take much to be 150 kilos. Someone can have big boobs and be 150 kilos, and a couple of, you know, have a couple of kids, and you get a bit of, you know, it's normal, you know. I think that 150 kilos, if you're 150 kilos and you're active and you're, you know, eating healthy, I think that that's, you know, if you feel healthy, then, you know, who cares, you know, whatever. Like, I'm not the type of person to stride towards an ideal weight of, like, you know, like, thin, or how, you know, like, some of these people, like, honestly, like, and I don't want to, like, judge other people or anything, but some of the people who are promoting healthy bodies and stuff like that, a lot of those people, they don't look healthy to me. They look, their bones are showing and they look unhealthy. That's what I mean. So I think that, see, my memory's gone again. I don't know. Maybe it's because it's, like, really late. I don't know. What's this knife? I don't. Okay, that's fine. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna eat this last piece because I don't want to waste it, and it'll taste bad if I don't eat it. Oh, yum, I can smell it. Oh, I don't know if you've just seen, but, like, the spray just come out of my mouth. I'm salivating. Oh, I wish you could smell it. Oh, it's so good. Let's have a crack at this. That is so good. Got a Lenovo plate. It's very juicy. Mm. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Mangoes are so good. Mm. Mm-mm. This is like so ripe, it's just... Always scrape with my teeth. Oh. So good. Oh, I've got mango on my face, I will. Oh, good in my teeth as well. Mm. It's so good. It's my favorite. What type of fruit do you guys like? I might just try and get some of this juice off me. Do you guys like mangoes? My older sister is actually allergic to mangoes, and I think someone else in the family is too. I would hate to be allergic. I think it's actually quite a common allergy, to be honest. I'm not 100% sure, but I think I've heard that before. Yum. When I was a kid, eating mangoes, we'd get them and we'd just peel them whole and just it was the best. But it's really messy when you do it like that. This way you only just get like a little bit of the stuff. Always gets in your teeth though. Oh, it tastes so good. Yummy. That is so good. My teeth are full though of like mango bits. What do I want now? I don't know if I want another mango. Yes. Oh, it looks so good. I love cutting into good ones. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Yeah, so back to why I'm so fat. I've had trouble with my weight all my life, literally. There was probably only when I got to my biggest size, which was 224 kilos, I you know, started losing weight and all that. But when I got to that, I don't even know what I was going to say. What was I going to say about it? See, it's happening again. Oh yeah, so about about my biggest weight, and no, not about my biggest weight, about my weight and all that stuff. I literally have been struggling to lose weight, and I have fought all my life literally to not be massive, and I am pretty big, and I am massive even. But most of all, like, I've never like tried to gain weight. Like I have had that question. People might think that because I have been hang on, let me get this thing. So I've been around, you know, like fat appreciation type communities online. I've had that question as well. Yes, that might have been me. You might have seen me around. Now, let me explain myself though. So when I was at my biggest size, 224 kilos, when I was on the island still, I was like, what am I going to do? And I was like trying to figure out what I was going to do, and my husband, we had to move and everything, and we were moving down to Sydney, and I needed some clothes, like some big people clothes, and oh, pardon me. And so I went to actually, no, okay, this is what happened. Okay, so years and years ago, when I was like, just before I went to the island, it was probably like a while before I went to the island, so I was looking for some boots because I really wanted some boots, and I come across this site. Like, I was looking everywhere, and I come across this picture of these boots, and they were like big people, like big girl boots, and I was like, wow, some, you know, like you can get big girl boots. So I went and had a look at this site, and it was like some like forum. It was like called Dimension Forum, I think that's what it's called. And anyway, so I went to this forum, and it was like this magazine, and it was like a forum or something, I don't know, but there was all these big people there, and I was still like only like 140 kilos or something at that point. Like, I was, you know, I was big, but I wasn't big. And so I like gone to this site, and I was shocked. Like, at 140 kilos, you can, like, I can tell you right now, like, a lot of the people would not imagine themselves being 200 plus kilos. Like, you just don't expect it. Like, no one really, you do not expect it. And so I'm at this forum, and like having a look, and I said to my husband, quick, come and have a look at this. So I've called him over to have a look, and like there was this post of all these like women who were on the site and men that were on the site. I think it was mostly women though. And it was like a post of all these like gigantic women, like huge women, like women that are as big as what I am now, that were on this thing. And I was like, oh, it's disgusting. And honestly, I can remember being disgusted, and I can remember saying to my husband, how does someone let themselves get that big? How does someone let themselves do that? And honestly, like, at 140 kilo self, I never ever in my wildest dreams would imagine that I would be sitting here 200 plus kilos today. I would not even, could not even fathom, is that a word, fathom? Could not even fathom, could not even imagine that. It just, you know, it doesn't even sound plausible to me. So I seen this site, and, you know, like, it was like, you know, yeah, you know, wow, you know. And so when I was leaving the island, because like I forgot about the site, you know, like I'd seen it, and we left, we'd kind of like, you know, seen it, and we were like surprised, and we went to the island, and I gained all this weight. And then we were leaving the island, and I was like, oh, where am I going to get clothes? And I remembered this forum, and then so I went back and I had a look at the forum, and like I signed up to a bunch of like fat appreciation type communities, and you know, yeah, it was, you know, so that's what I did. And to be honest, like, I really think that fat appreciation type or fat positive type communities are really, really good for especially like people's self-confidence and like self-esteem and all that kind of stuff. But there's also downsides. Okay, so like, I can tell you, when I went there, like, I actually lost weight, you know, like when I started like going and like, you know, making friends and stuff like that. I had went from like, you know, 200 plus kilos down to 175 while I was at like a site which with people who are like, you know, really appreciate big women, like that's their thing, you know, like and so like I was around all these people, and I felt so good about myself. People were telling me how pretty I was, how nice I was, you know, and I felt so good about myself, and I just started exercising. I started, you know, like getting out there, doing stuff, feeling great about myself, you know, being happy. And, you know, just when you get constantly told how great you are, you start believing it. And, you know, like I really did, and it gave me that confidence back that I had lost when I had gained all that weight, and I had been ridiculed for it. And finally I found somewhere where people could actually accept me, because like I've been on like a lot of different places online. Like I played like text-based games over the years. I play World of Warcraft, love me World of Warcraft, all these type of games. None of those people that I play with, none of my friends, people that I spent hours all the time online chatting with, like, you know, like messaging and talking through the games and stuff, none of them knew how big I was. And the reason they didn't is because when I first actually started gaining weight, I told my friends in, you know, like the gaming communities and stuff that I had gained weight, and a lot of them were like, what, you know, like, Brooke, how could you, and stuff like that. Like, it was really surprising. Like, these people who were like my best friend, like I didn't really have many like in real life friends anymore, because I had my daughter and I was a mum and everyone else was partying, so like, you know, like I didn't really have anything in common with those type of people anymore. But so like I like hung out with people on, you know, forums and games and stuff like that, but I never ever felt comfortable enough to say, you know, this is me, this is what I am, and I'm proud of it, or whatever. And because when I had told people, everyone, like I'm telling you, everyone ditched me. All these people who I thought were my mates, my best friends, my people I spoke to every single day, and all of a sudden everyone just ditched me. It was literally just like that, and I always felt so alone. And it was like when you feel really lonely and you feel like you've got not a friend in the world. And even online, like if you can't find someone online, like in this big world, you know, of, you know, like world of the internet, like you feel so lonely. Like, and I mean, I've got a husband and, you know, I've got a daughter and stuff, but I need, like, and he's my best friend and that, but you need friends too. And like these people were my friends, and they all judged me and ditched me when I told them I was big. So when I made more friends in other online communities and like gaming communities, World of Warcraft, I just never mentioned what size I was. And a few times I heard my friends speaking about like big women, you know, like people who I thought were my friends, and like, you know, like I'd hear them talking about like, you know, some woman that was playing that was fat, and, you know, like, oh, did you see her, look how, you know, like just downgrading people because of their size, like, and I never wanted that, so I never told anyone. And in the end I ended up quitting WoW just not long ago, because my health is not great, and you know, like I want to lose weight and stuff like that, and I've just been really, really sick over the past few months, and mentally I've just just can't deal anymore. And to be honest, like, even though all these people were my mates and stuff, I don't know that they would understand that I am what I am. Maybe I'm giving them less credit than they deserve, because maybe they would just accept me, but I don't know, like, it's easier just to disappear than go and say, hi guys, this is me, you know, kind of thing, you know, like, I don't really want to have to do that. So yeah. So I went to this, you know, like, the community where it's fat positive and stuff, and I found it really good, and I think that those type of communities are good, because it's nice to be able to be accepted somewhere for what you are and not have to hide it. So yeah, but I will say about they're kind of negative, I guess, as well. Like, I've got negatives as well. I realised, though, after a while, I didn't realise it straight away, it took me a while. I realised after a while that no matter where you are, or no matter what you're doing or whatever, no matter what's going on, there will always be someone that will judge you, and you're never going to be good enough for everyone, type of thing. Like, even though, you know, like, I was big and all of that kind of stuff, and that's what a lot of people who are fat positive like, I was also judged because I wasn't big enough, you know, like it's kind of like, I don't know, like, it's like in the real world, you know, I get judged because I'm too big, and then I go somewhere else where I'm accepted for what I am. But really, when you dig behind the cracks, you realize that you're not really accepted, because you can never please anyone. And you got to always remember that, guys, because you can't please everyone. Doesn't matter what it is, but just remember that you can't please everyone. Just please yourself. That's all you got to do. So maybe might think that because I was on some of these type sites, and, you know, maybe I'll go back to those type of sites one day. Who knows? I got friends, you know, on those type of sites, people who accept me, and a lot of them, you know, a lot of the people on these fat positive sites as well actually help me, you know, like, by encouraging me to lose weight and encouraging me to do better, because, you know, like, you tell your friends what's going on in your life, and a lot of them knew my struggles and, you know, knew what was going on, and a lot of them, like, even though, you know, like, they prefer, you know, bigger women, they still support me because they know that this is what I want to do, and I think that's great. But there's also the people who do not support me, people who will literally wipe me because of, you know, but it goes both ways. With whatever size you are, there will always be someone who complains. So be what you want to be. You only live once, and you may as well make yourself happy. Don't hide behind something that you're not. Don't be ashamed of what you are, because life goes so fast and then it's gone. Don't waste your time that you have. Yeah, so never really tried to get big or anything like that. I was, you know, always big. I was big before I went to such sites, and I was smaller than when I arrived, when I left. But I mean, I do know a lot about, you know, all sorts of fetishes that are incorporated with these type of sites. You know, I'm not going to go and name all these sites because, you know, you just can find them yourselves if you happen to want to find such a thing. But oh, see, again, I've just blanked out again. Mmm. Mmm. Oh, my tummy is rumbling. Yeah, so I guess what I was saying. I know lots of people with all sorts of fetishes, all sorts of ways of lives, all sorts of, you know, whatevers, and they're all exactly like everyone else I know. It doesn't matter what you're into. No one really knows what your people that you know are doing behind closed doors, especially when it comes to sexual preferences. You just don't know what people are doing. Like, there's all sorts of fetishes and crazy things in this world, stuff that I can't even comprehend, and I'm pretty open-minded, but there's a lot of things in this world that are, you know, different and stuff like that. But you know what, everyone is unique, and that's what everyone's got to realize. Like, there's no one person that is the same, and there's not one person that likes the same things, and there's not one person who, everyone's different, and that's good. You know, it's good to be different, and I think we should celebrate difference and not, you know, maybe not judge so harshly on difference, but maybe learn a bit about difference, not judge. Yeah, I think we should learn, not be so scared of difference. Is it scared? Yeah, I think it's fear that people have, fear of difference. I don't know. I think the world would be a better place if people accepted others to, a bit more, you know, let people be whatever they want to be, you know. As long as they're not hurting anyone, let them do their own thing, you know. Oh, pardon me. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Yummy, yummy. What else have I had? Passion fruit. Might have one of these. It's a bit sour. Oh. 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 Ooh. It's really sour. Yum. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Oh, someone else asked what portion size I have. I didn't really portion size. Before I went vegan, I, you know, didn't really portion size either. I ate basically the same as what I ate before I went vegan, except I've cut out basically all the lollies and all the cake and, you know, crap like all the meat and dairy products, you know. Other than that, like, I never really was that big on eating like chips and stuff like that, so it was just mostly like, I really like candy, so. Oh, spilling it down my top, made my dress. Oh, this is so sour, I don't know if it's gonna upset my tummy. Don't know if I want to eat it. Don't know if I want to risk it. I'll probably put it away. Ooh. Do I want it? Do I want it? Do I want it? Yes. Ooh. Oh, whew. So sour. Yum. It's good though. Yummy. Oh, so sticky. Oh, I don't know if I want to eat anymore. I might just stop. Oh, let me get my drink. Oh. I'm gonna stop because it's 3:35 a.m. and I have to wait in the morning, and I've just stuffed my little guts full of fruit. So okay, fruit digests really fast though, so it should be good really fast. Oh. And that's all, I think. I will see you guys for a weigh-in and maybe another mukbang sometime. Maybe one at lunch or something when I'm like really hungry. This is just like a, you know, midnight snack, after midnight snack, so. Oh, pardon me. Whew. Okay. Have a great day. See you guys.